right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. That's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. Headshot, dead. Those are the only words that come to mind when Leon Edwards makes the walk. You can argue that his head kick knockout of Kamaru Usman at UFC 278 is the biggest singular win in UFC history, and now this man is the hunted remarkably at 170 pounds.
And J.A., I asked you this question. It wasn't luck, because we've seen him do this before, right? We have seen him knock people out with this exact combination. This was something that he does. Leon Edwards is a master strategist. I've trained with him before. He works exceedingly hard. He does a great job of being very committed inside the gym, and he has just gotten better. It's been a long time since anyone's beaten Leon Edwards, and that's why he's a champion of the world. And
to be able to win a fight like that against that type of opposition when maybe you don't have your best stuff, scary to think about just how good Leon Edwards can be here tonight and moving forward. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC Welterweight Champion of the World, Leon Rocky Edwards.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so here's the oncoming welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad, and when he is not hosting a podcast with my twin brother Jason, he is disposing of UFC welterweights left and right. It has been an incredible rise to prominence for Belal Muhammad, and most of it has been rooted in his wrestling, in his grappling, in his ability to get these fights won. Muhammad gets the double leg takedown. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground.
Getting the mount here.
Edwards trying to make some of these ground strikes count. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Edwards is back in full mount.
Don't let him pass that half guard.
Oh, he's got the choke.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. Oh, he passes the half guard now. He's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
Muhammad's back in half guard. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground.
Beautiful transition. What he has to do here is just try to stay relaxed. Big explosive actions, panicky actions are what gets you submitted a lot of times.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Muhammad. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. All right, side control now.
Now he's going full mount.
Edwards is in half guard. Oh, good ground and pound here.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a...
Edwards has got his hand looking for a guillotine choke.
That guillotine is very tight.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out.
Oh, he's gotta be careful there, yep.
Man, submission defense is a powerful thing. Offense keeps going for it. Defenders held up. Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Edwards is in half guard. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
And very effective with the ground and pound.
Look to get your guard back now.
So the crowd absolutely loving it as these fighters work their way back to the feet.
The fighters are back to their feet now, and they can take in the applause because they deserve it after that grappling exchange.
Just missed with the left there. Nice. Nicely done. 15 seconds. Muhammad gets the single leg takedown. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, you lost that last one. She is not even setting up those shots. You gotta see those shots coming a mile away. You got to keep your distance,
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
It's a pretty good jab.
Oh, he's doing a real good job of levitating off of the strikes, too. Not being just defensive, but offensive off of his back. Great punch lands. Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah. There it is, now he's going to mount.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Muhammad. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Belal Muhammad. All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on.
Man, that is loud. Another strike lands for the kickboxer. He really found that flow state pretty early in this fight, and he hasn't looked back.
He found it really early. And when this guy gets into his groove...
Oh, just a nasty leg kick. That's over.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Oh, a big right hand. Under 3 minutes here to go in the round.
He's going to guillotine.
Oh, now he bails on the submission.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Edwards.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight to try to finish his technique.
Oh, he got out. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Good work from the top here by Muhammad. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Edwards. 90 seconds now to go in the round. Excellent ground and pound strikes here by Belal Muhammad. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponent tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. Right now, it's starting to show.
Fight.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Under a minute to go. Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there. Oh!
Well, you got to think frustration is starting to set in on the other side as he lands another takedown, and he knew he was going to get a lot of this offensive wrestling. As yet, he's been unable to stop.
He has not been able to stop it, and it's a different wrestling. It's a Damian Maia type of wrestling, where they get close to you, they hook their feet, they drag you to the mat, knowing that once you're on the ground, now you're really in trouble. Because the takedown is only a part of the danger. The true danger is grappling with such a great submission specialist.
Yeah, nothing fun about it. Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Oh, he's got the choke. He's got the choke. It's over. It's over.
Boy, that's the end of round number 2. That's tight. Oh, he got out.
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Stay moving, all right? You got it handled. Don't let the blood fool you. It's in a good spot, okay?
All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger.
Yeah.
You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of.
So here we are as our next round gets underway. I would attack that previous round, by the way. I would attack.
It was so tight. I cannot believe that he got out of that submission attempt.
Huge block there.
Oh, nice takedown defense.
Lands a big elbow there.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hook to the head by Belal Muhammad.
The fighters separate.
Oh, lands another hook. That's a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. That guillotine looks very painful, and he's very close to the finish, but he cannot rush. He cannot allow his opponent to get to his back.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your legs able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Just over 3 minutes to go. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
I'll stand this up. You need to work.
That was a slick transition.
Edwards' lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Keep moving those hips until you get your guard back.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat. Side control, he's pretty safe there.
Nice shot.
Edwards is able to make a nice transition there back into side control.
The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Muhammad.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Oh, right into mount.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive
You
fighter.
need to work on this position.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
Back in your guard.
Muhammad's in half guard now. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision, because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up.
Okay, you completely rocked him. You're not.
All right, so a high-level round there for him. We'll show you some of the action here, and you got to think the knockdown is going to be featured prominently here. Thought he might have had him out of there.
He thought he had him, but the guy's tough. The guy's durable. He has a fantastic chin, but he just needs to stay the course. He does not need to be discouraged. Think about this. You're winning, and you're winning going away. That was just a moment. Keep going in the same direction, and you will get the finish that you want so bad.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, fourth round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel pretty good in round number 5. Round number 4 is the one that really does test the fighter. It really does test the mettle of the guy inside of the octagon.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Nice, low single takedown. He passed the half guard.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Edwards gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Well, as soon as he goes with that high guard, he pays for it to the body. You see the bruises really starting to accumulate now.
In the beginning of the fight, you think, I got to protect my head at all costs. Right now, I believe that this guy has to worry about his body. Look at how red the side of his body is. He has got to change something. He's got the single collar tie.
Big elbow. All right, well, if you like blood, perhaps this is the fight for you. That cut is really starting to open up wide now.
It's starting to open up, but it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad right now. It's still bloody, but it's not really limiting his ability to continue. Let's see if he can get through this and win this fight.
Straight right, he misses. All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Edwards' elbow attempt here blocked by the defense. Nicely done as he gets the double leg takedown. Repositioned for a submission attempt here. Oh, looks like he's got the sub locked in. Oh, he escapes.
He got out. I mean, wow, that is great submission defense.
Muhammad's eye now closing up. All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Edwards. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation as the fighters work their way back to the feet.
This is an educated... This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Oh, nice body shot.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Edwards gets back up again. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by Belal Muhammad. All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
And it looks as though it will. Just a little blood, right? It's okay. It's mixed martial arts. Looks like we're going to continue, at least for now.
Ready.
All right, well, this fighter was bullish in his desire to continue, and the doctor is going to afford him that opportunity as the referee gets us back underway.
This guy's a fighter, man. This guy doesn't want to lose a fight on the stool. He wants an opportunity to go out there and go out on the shield. And that's exactly what he's getting. He's getting a chance. And as a fighter, that's all you can ask for.
And you know fans don't like doctor stoppages, so they are thrilled.
They start booing. And sometimes the guy's eye is hanging off the side of his head.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed. Oh, almost like he saw the skin swell right away after he landed that strike.
So that trainer's going to have to bring in the end swell to try to deal with the swelling because this guy is getting pieced up.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Fifth and final round, fourth cut. DC, he would appear to be in real trouble.
He passes the half.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, he's got his back now. Close guard. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique.
Edwards has got him in a crucifix. Going to work from the top now. A lot of top pressure being applied here. 3 minutes now to go in this one.
That was nice.
Ground and pound. The hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. Oh, what a moment there as they make the... Well, you got to think it's only a matter of time. Yup, referee stopping the action here. That swelling is getting out of control. This might be the end, DC.
It's bad. I mean, it's a lot of swelling. And it's the damage that he has taken over the course of the fight that is making him swell to a point that
I don't know if he can continue.
Dr. Corral's the referee. It looks as though this fight will continue, at least for now, but certainly that swelling bears watching as we
Ready
move
to fight?
forward.
Ready.
All right, so some pretty significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway, and it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did, and I could not be happier.
Well, what a great showcase for these two fighters and this division, down to the wire between two of the best.
They show what type of fighter this division possesses. They should be very proud, both of them.
Edwards is able to protect the eye there with that block. Nice job with his fight awareness there to raise the guard. Oh, he just continues to attack that cut around the eye. Gotta think his vision's compromised now.
As he should, right? He sees the blood pouring into his opponent's eyes. His opponent now is squinting, trying to maintain his line of sight. He has got to continue to go at that cut right now.
Under 2 minutes now to decide this one. All right, he's in a half-guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you give up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
Strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, man, how is he standing? Brutal knee to the body. Well, you got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighting up his opponent left and right.
Beautiful takedown land.
1 minute to go.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. He passes to half guard.
Muhammad's back into full guard. All right, seems as though his sole focus is attacking that cut, and man, it's getting bad now. A lot of blood flowing.
Yeah, as it should be. Right? He should be focused on getting to that cut, making his opponent pay. He did the work. He opened up the cut. Now it's on him to continue down the path and make the ringside position come in here and try to stop this fight. Gotta be careful here.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-47. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. Leon Edwards, your winner tonight by decision. I thought it was a measured effort overall, and when there were opportunities to land, he did, but he wasn't going to pursue the finish at all costs, and he has to settle for a win by decision.
Yeah, he wins by decision, but he looked good in winning the fight. Leon Edwards has won decisions over the course of his career. He is comfortable in the long fight, and if you have that type of skills, of course you are. He can do it all. He can compete everywhere, and that is why he's winning constantly, even as he goes to a decision.
All right, we'll see who's next for Leon Edwards, but he remains on the throne after a big win by decision here tonight.
You know, the guy's the hunted. For a long time, Leon Edwards chased down that championship. He is defending that thing with every part of himself. Tonight it's a decision, but he looked very, very good, and he looks the part of the best welterweight in the world.